How you guys doing this morning? Yeah, it don't stop. It don't stop, man. It don't stop. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah for the blessing. What's up, brother? No, no, I don't drink. No, no tequila, no nothing, no drugs, no alcohol, no nothing. You got some women up in there? You ain't got no women in there? Well, I don't want it. What's going on with the people, man? Salam alaikum, bro. What's going on, man? I just want to tap in a little bit, you know, talk about a few things, talk about how, man, how life is, man. It's like I went to court like Friday, right? And I was sitting in these procedures, and it's incredible, man. It's like when you go up in there and you see these brothers, coming in there, they be having these cases. You be seeing all these families inside the audience. It's like, man, the whole courtroom was filled, man. I was like, man, I don't know what the hell going on up in here, but it was all type of different cases. They were reading them off, and I was seeing the brothers, like the defendants coming in from the jail side. I'm gonna say 90% of them dudes, man, they was in yellow. I'm like, man. So from my understanding, I think the yellow is dealing with something psychologically is wrong with you. You're playing crazy, whatever it is, man. But this what happens, man, when these dudes get in trouble. A lot of brothers get in trouble and they start playing crazy. They start playing crazy. They start dealing with the EOP. They start taking these sight meds. Um, what's up, John Snow? What's going on, brother? How you doing? And they start dealing with all these type of situations, man. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. They go out there and they do these crimes, but when they get to the county, they can't handle the rigmarole of the county. 80% of these individuals, brother, they really can't deal with that jail system, man. It's unfortunate. That's the way it is. And that's how dudes gonna keep on, you know, on moving out through the land and things of that nature. Everybody is not built the same, and everybody's not built for that culture, bro. Now, I was looking at this morning on the Julio Fulio trial, like them brothers they're in the death penalty phase. Can you just phantom or imagine what them brothers is going through, what they going through their brain? See, in California, when the death penalty, they give you a reprieve because they saying that the lethal injection is unconstitutional, right? So when you're dealing with that, you get a reprieve out here in California. In them other states, Florida, Alabama, and all that type of stuff, bro, you're not getting no reprieve. I talked to a brother this morning, man. He's from the South, man. He was telling me and my brother and my cousin from Alabama, he was telling me, man, how they're using if you're part of any type of gang, they're using a gang injunction on you, brother, irregardless. They don't care if you've never been to jail. They don't care about nothing like that. If you're a part of a gang, your minimal sentence is 20 years, bro, out there in the South now. You see, this gang culture has took on a life of its own. It has flourished to the point where from California, from the origin, all the way to these different states, bro. And different states have different rules and regulations and laws and constitutions and things of that nature, bro. So whatever you get in California don't mean you're gonna get out there in Florida or in Alabama or anything like that, bro. See, them white folks down there, they way, way more stricter than the liberals out here in California. And another thing, bro, I was talking to the brothers inside the penitentiary yesterday, Even I talked to little bro too as well. I talk to him every day. Um, and he was breaking down to me, man, that this is what they finna do inside the CDC system, the California Department of Rehabilitation, because that's what it is now. They gearing towards rehabilitation. They sent out a memo saying that the S and Y yards, meaning the PC yards, is one of the most dangerous yards. They are the most dangerous yards inside the penitentiary, right? They saying not the main line. They saying the S and Y yards, and the reason why they saying the S and Y yards is because there's murders on the S and Y yards every single day, every day. So what they're doing is they taking away the S and Y yards. It's not going to be no more S and Y yards. It's not going to be no more 50-50 yards. It's going to be 2 yards. It's going to be a programming yard and it's going to be a non-programming yard. And they also brought back the indeterminate shoes because they're saying like this. The way they was breaking it down to me, they saying like when you get over there and see the S and Y dudes, man, they basically have something to prove because they've been ran off the main line. They still think they gang members, or they still think they hardcore criminals. They still think they these individuals, bro. So they're more dangerous than anything. Little bro was telling me that, man, in order for you to be a part of the two fibers or whatever that other gang is, they saying that you, in order for you to be a part of their gang up in there in that penitentiary, first of all, you got to learn how to make a handcuff key. You got to learn how to make weapons out in your off your out your locker inside of your cell. All these different type of criteria that he was saying, um, all, all all he was saying was basically saying that them dudes on the S and Y yard, brother, is more turned up than the dudes on the main line. And the reason, from my understanding, from what I see, there's really no structure on the S and Y yards. You got the Negroes running free. You got Negroes, two fibers. You got blacks and Hispanics and whites. They're all in the same gang. You got a gang called the Gay Boys, the GB, the GBGs, the Gay Boy Gangsters. And them dudes up in there, man, they said them Gay Boy Gangsters is more treacherous than almost everybody up in there, man. They're not playing about that butt. They're not playing about, you calling them trannies, homosexuals, or anything like that, bro. They said these dudes are also dangerous. It's a mug. So this is where it comes in that the debate again, once again, I don't think nobody out here on the free world really care about. Um, I don't think nobody really care about what the penitentiary politics is. If you're free, you really don't really care about it. This is just an education purpose for me to let you brothers know and let the brothers know inside the penitentiary that you guys haven't got the memo. I'm sure you guys got it on what's going on and basically my take on how you should proceed. Bro, they running a maneuver, right? They saying, okay, since you guys talking about 50-50, S and Y, et cetera, they didn't got rid of that. They already admitted that the S and Y is one of the most dangerous jars inside the California penitentiary system. And it was a failed experiment. This is what they're saying. This is on paper. Now, if you go to the CDC website, you may find this stuff. And you can sit back and read and go through it and stuff like that and see what the CDCR is geared towards it to. I think a lot of you guys need to educate yourself on that because this was finna happen, man, especially for you brothers that's been down for a long time and for you brothers that always been in there and for you brothers that's finna go up in there, bro. Either you gonna get with the program or you gonna be locked up 23 hours of the day, bro. That's it and that's all. You're gonna be on a programming yard or a non-programming yard. You're not gonna be able to get around it, bro. It's too much stuff going on. They saying that basically the drug activity is at an all-time high. Even if you're a drug addict, if you get caught with drugs, or if you got get caught with using drugs and things of that nature, they're gonna consider you a non-programming individual. So it's not like when we was up in there, like say for instance, we'll get up, we go out, we'll work out, we'll exercise, we go in, shower, we study, we stay on our square, and all this type of stuff. It's not like that anymore, man. These brothers got tablets. They be on their tablets all day. They call around. They can call for free. They try to keep up with the Jones that's going on out here. They kind of try to keep up with who said this and who said that, who's on the internet, who's this and who's that. They try to keep up with this type of stuff instead of them getting themselves together. And this is why you see dudes coming home looking flabby and sick. There's was upon a time where you seen dudes, you knew it when a dude got out of jail. He came home, he was in shape, he was slender, he had lost a bunch of weight, and all that type of stuff. You see these dudes now, bro, they look pitiful, man. They can't do 25 push-ups, bro. They up in there smoking, they smoking weed all day. You see it on even on the internet. They up in there smoking, they smoking weed all day. They just up in there like they on the streets, man. And it's incredible, man. It's like I understand that you're supposed to make the best of whatever you must make the best of, but there comes a time, man, where elevation, you're supposed to elevate from that particular type of mentality. So if you're worried about this homie, that homie, this homie, this homie, that homie, that homie, and you worry about what's going on the streets, bro, 9 times out of 10, when you get back out here, you're gonna be right back up in there, bro. I done seen a lot of brothers, man, come out here and go right back up in there because they wasn't mentally ready, man. So when you're dealing with that S&Y yard and 50-50 yard, y'all might as well get that up out y'all head, man. Y'all might as well drop that subject, drop everything y'all talking about because it's not finna be that anymore. They finna change everything up in there, and I guarantee you, you hardcore ass Negroes, you real supposed to be real joints, you real Negroes, y'all gonna comply on what them people is talking about because I know you dudes ain't that stupid, and I know you dudes are not that dumb. You see, it's different with the Muslims, and it's a call out to the Muslims to take my advice inside in this system. Um, I was never on no SNY yard. I don't know who you talking about. um, for the Muslims, take this as a warning to you brothers, man. We out here waiting on you brothers, bro. You know, Salam alaikum. First and foremost, we out here waiting on you brothers, brother. Um, your job is to get free by any means necessary. I'm not saying you guys supposed to forfeit the game. I'm not saying you guys supposed to tell nobody. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm saying get out here with the brothers, man. Get out here with the comrades. Get out here, man, and live your life, brother. That's like all of us is, bro. Because there's 90% of us out here already. Everybody was up in that system at that particular time, bro. We're free. It's only but a chosen few of you guys left. Forget them penitentiary politics, 'cause we don't follow them. The penitentiary politics, brothers, diametric pole to brother what we believe in. And we believe in the Al Quran and Al Kareem and the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We don't believe in none of that stuff. We join what is right, forbid what is wrong. So my call is to you, brothers, man. Y'all get home, Aki. Don't let these dudes trick you about your position, and don't let these dudes trick you off out your freedom. And for the brothers that are the Salato Imams, hey, bro, understand that leadership is an art. When I be talking about leadership as art, understand it's not always about you. It's not about your ego. It's not about you. It's about the group. You have to make sure that nobody, especially the brothers that got release day, brother, get in any type of trouble or get put in harm's way. Your job is to make sure that all the brothers, all the comrades make it home, bro. That is your job, bro. That is your responsibility. And a lot of brothers, man, need to understand this on the highest level. There's no ego tripping. There's no word. I don't care if you Sunni, Shia, or the nation, or none of that type of stuff, brother. You brother's job is to get free, to get up off that hellhole. Anybody that understand their enemy at its highest level, bro, it's us, bro. So you guys need to get out here and get free and tend to your family and tend to your life and get out here and live, bro. That's what y'all need to do. Whatever the Crips and Bloods got going on, if they want to sit there and they're going to be rough and puff like Puff and they want to be on them non-programming yards and stuff like that, bro, hey, so be it, bro. But with anything you have to do, long as you brothers ain't did nothing foul, long as you brothers ain't went to the left, y'all know what time it is, Aki. Get free, man. Because I'm guaranteed when you come out here, you're not gonna be around them dudes anyway, bro. You're not gonna be around them dudes. You're not around them up in there. You may be around them, socialize with them, say what's up to them and stuff like that. They're your ex-comrades and socialize with them. I'm not saying you can't do that. But I'm saying, bro, when you get out here, brother, when you taste this air, when you eat this food, and you breathe the way you want to breathe out here, bro, you're not gonna want to be a part of none of that or go around none of that type of stuff. The CDC system is changing, bro, and it's too much of nothing that nobody can do unless the whole CDC rebel against that movement. And it's not gonna happen, bro. Brother's not built like that anymore, man. And I don't think a lot of dudes don't see it, and I don't care if you don't see it or not. Um, the drugs have took over the majority of the particular mentality and the mind state of the brothers inside there. The brothers can't handle that stuff, man. Brothers run to the EOP yards, but it's not even gonna be EOPs anymore either, bro. It's gonna be a programming yard and a non-programming yard. And I think, man, that it can be a good thing for a lot of brothers, man, because sometimes, man, that stuff becomes overwhelming up in there, bro. And when I mean overwhelming, a lot of brothers can't really take that. They not built like that. They mental is not tight like that or solid like that, bro. So pay attention, man. I'm sure you brothers got that memo, that memorandum. It's your choice, bro. But I'm saying to you Muslims, bro, Ashadu la ilaha illallah, Ashadu Muhammad Rasulullah, Allahumma salli Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. We the ones, brother, that follow that. We don't follow what them dudes is talking about, bro. We don't disrespect them. We let them live their life. We do what we need to do, and we get home, bro. That's how we supposed to push, bro. And you guys should know this on the highest level better than I know it, bro. Our job is to study, read, write, teach, whatever. Stand on your square, bro. And that's what we do. There's a time, man, when I was in Calipatra and we had to make alliance with the Crips and the Bloods because the Crips and the Bloods was robbing the non-affiliates. The Crips and the Bloods was on the yard, brother, trampling over the non-affiliates, bro. They was robbing them, taking their canteen. The dudes out there hustling. They was pressure them about their hustling and stuff like that. So the Muslims, we had to intervene. And the way we had to intervene, we called them all to a Sharia. And a Sharia is like a meeting, meaning that we came to agreement. They didn't like it, but we came to the agreement that any things dealing with the non-affiliates, the Muslims, we're gonna govern the non-affiliates. Meaning that if the non-affiliates got into a situation, if they did something wrong or foul on the yard, we will take care of that. If the non-affiliates got into a drug debt, we'll take on that and stuff like that. So the non-affiliates and the Christians and the Muslims, we was all up under one banner, and all we did was govern them. Govern them. We didn't tell them to change whatever they was doing. We didn't tell them to change to practice Islam. We didn't tell them to do nothing. All we did, bro, was made sure that them brothers were safe on that yard. Because I'm gonna tell you this, man. When you're a gang member, man, and you up in there doing bad, it's just like on the streets. Dudes will try to find prey to prey on. And this is what these dudes was doing, bro. They was preying on their own kind, their own people, bro. And it got so bad to the point, man, that it was about 60 of us on the yard. And we had to come out there, brother, be like, hey, man, y'all ain't finna do that no more, bro. Subhanallah. Y'all ain't finna do that no more. So when we made that stance, of course, the brothers, we come from that, and we had a lot of Crips, Bloods, etc. That's Muslims. So it made it more easier for us to relay and translate that message to them brothers over there, bro. So, and that's just what that was, man. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. That penitentiary and that county jail could get real, real ruthless, bro. If you're not built like that, I advise you don't do crime. I advise you not to join a gang. I advise you just to stay away from that stuff altogether. Because if you're going up in there, bro, you playing crazy or you trying to play stupid and stuff like that, that still ain't gonna get you nowhere, bro. Because them people gonna shoot you up with all type of drugs, Thorazine and all that old weird shit, hot meds. So what you want to do is, bro, take this as a learning lesson. Take your own lifestyle as a learning lesson and get the fuck away from that, bro. Because if you don't, you're gonna always be caught up, man. You're always gonna be caught up, man. The rules and the regulations of the CDC is finna change. And I now want to hear and see what you guys got to talk about the 50-50. Because it's not gonna be no more 50-50. That's out the window. Now, who's solid and who's not solid? Let's see who's gonna talk about that. Salam alaikum.